FA2 Key Terms. Part B. Chapter 9. Non-current assets and depreciation. Non-current asset. A non-current asset is one which is acquired and retained in the business with a view to earning profits and not merely being turned into cash. It is normally used over more than one accounting period. Capital expenditure. Capital expenditure is expenditure which results in the acquisition of non-current assets, or an improvement in their earning capacity. Capital expenditure on non-current assets results in the appearance of a non-current asset in the statement of financial position of the business. Capital expenditure is not charged as an expense in the income statement. Revenue expenditure. Revenue expenditure is expenditure which is incurred for the purpose of the trade of the business, including expenditure classified as selling and distribution expenses, administration expenses and finance charges. To maintain the existing earned capacity of non-current assets, for example repairs to non-current assets. Capital income. Capital income is the proceed from the sale of non-trading assets, i.e. proceeds from the sale of non-current assets. The profits, or losses, from the sale of non-current assets are included in the income statement of a business, for the accounting period in which the sale takes place. Revenue income. Revenue income is income derived from the sale of trading assets, such as goods bought or made for resale. Rent, interest and dividends received from non-current assets held by the business. Revenue income appears in the income statement. Depreciation. Depreciation is the allocation of the depreciable amount of an asset over its estimated useful life. Depreciation for the accounting period is charged to net profit or loss for the period, either directly or indirectly. Depreciable assets. Depreciable assets are assets which are expected to be used during more than one accounting period, have a limited useful life, and are held by an entity for use in the production or supply of goods and service, for rental to others, or for administrative purposes. Useful life. Useful life is either the period over which a depreciable asset is expected to be used by the entity, or the number of production or similar units expected to be obtained from the asset by the entity. Non-current assets register. A non-current assets register is a listing of all non-current assets owned by the organization, broken down perhaps by department, location or assets type.